others tossing and bobbing in the waves like me. What would Binny do now? Before. Best friend. The square root can also be written as a fractional exponent. Yes, Binny. Next time raise your hand first. I am pretty smart, but Binny is smarter. I can't tell if our maths teacher is proud of us or just irritated by us. Maybe both. We know as much as he does now. Atto Hayat keeps a university textbook in his drawer and copies homework questions for us from it. It came with a sheet of answers, and it's fine if we get the solutions right. But if we get them wrong, he snaps at us that knowledge is a gift and we should study harder. He doesn't understand the questions or the answers. I'm going to be an engineer. Binny has wanted to be a doctor for as long as I can remember. When we were really small, he would make me lie on the floor so that he could listen to my heart beating or my liver. He wasn't quite sure back then. As we got older, he started asking random questions like, where does sweat come from? Or, why does your heart keep on beating and not just stop when you go to sleep? I didn't know the answers, and I didn't really care. He would say, just think of all those things your body does which you don't understand.
But you want to go and learn about how to build a bridge.
Usually I'm not fast enough to think of a clever reply until it's too late to sound clever anymore. Saying, yeah, but how would a doctor reach a patient if there was no bridge to drive over, seems a bit lame 24 hours later. Still, we are best friends. Maybe because we like to argue with each other.
Normal day.
The school bell rings, and even though I'm only heading to the market, we race to the gate. See if you can get there first for once, Squat, Binny yells over his shoulder. All the boys in our class were a similar height until summer term. Then suddenly Binny was a bit taller, and now his body can't seem to stop shooting upwards. I fixed my eyes on his back, dodging the other kids in their blue uniforms, hopping on and off the dusty cab as I weave round bodies and jump clear of oncoming cars. I see the market up ahead. People and small piles of vegetables spill from the pavement onto the street. Next to some open sacks of cinnamon, Binny is leaning against a jacaranda tree, mouth closed, pretending that he isn't out of breath, even though I can see his chest heaving up and down. Not bad, he smiles, for a squat. I punch him on his skinny arm. We wander home beneath a solid blue sky, the hot sun baking everything it touches. Our houses are next door to each other. Square houses with flat roofs in a low oblong terrace on the edge of the city. Inside, there is no upstairs, just 2 rooms crammed with everything we need. We sleep, eat, cook, and do homework in these 2 rooms. Quite often it feels like we spend so much time in each other's houses, we might as well just knock a big hole through the wall and put a door there. When I was 7, we were going to move somewhere bigger, but then my father died and we had no more money, only what Mum earns mending and making clothes at the workshop 2 streets along. I don't remember Dad being ill. Apparently, there was nothing the doctors could do. One day he went into hospital and he never came back. Binny's dad moved out at around the same time. He went to find a better job on the other side of the city. Our mums became very close. Mum says that money isn't everything. We are lucky to have a roof over our heads, and it doesn't matter what that roof is made of or how big the house is underneath it. Sometimes I wish I had my own room, though. We step around the little kids sitting on the cab. Too young for school, but not too young to look after the 5 goats eating grass at the shady edge of the road. Binny and I sprint the last few meters to our front doors. I hurry to the wooden cupboard in the corner of the living room, take out a faded red t-shirt and jeans, and change out of my uniform. Seconds later, I hear Binny knocking.